Welcome everyone into the stream. So tonight, me and my mate Liam will be discussing whether Maguire and Lascelles. We were discussing about whether Maguire should be dropped from the England squad and Lascelles should step in and give him a go. So I'm going to bring my mate on now, but we'll be discussing a player view. And if you don't mind, can you put your comments below, your thoughts, and while we're talking? And yes, that would be great. So I'm going to get him on now. And so yes, thanks. I'm going to get him on now.
Hello?
All right. All right.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. So the first, now we're going to discuss about this, and then we'll discuss about the other thing. All right. So we'll discuss about this, and then we'll discuss about the other thing later. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's absolutely fine.
Right. Okay. So I'll go to you first. Right. I'll let you. What's your thoughts on Maguire? Like, she should be dropped or not?
The thing is with Maguire, he's got his days where sometimes he can be an absolute rock at the back.
Yeah.
The thing is, the reason why Leicester bought him is not Leicester, sorry, Manchester United bought him for £80 million is because he had such a good season with Leicester, and then at the World Cup in Russia, he also had a really good tournament, and then he came up. He had a disappointing season with Leicester, where he wasn't at the heights of the World Cup in the previous season, but still, he was considered one of the best centre backs in the league.
So I feel Maguire is like. Yeah, you're speaking. Yeah. I feel like Maguire is right. I feel like I don't know what's happened to him because, as I say, it was rumours about City wanting to buy him for 80 million and stuff. Because City were having a bad defence and they were going to buy Harry Maguire for 80 million, but Man United turned that down and they wanted, because obviously United wanted loads of money for him if he was going to leave because they wanted to keep him. But I feel like this season Maguire's he's inconsistent. But the thing is, Man United are very consistent as well. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, Manchester United, it's a big club. You expect Manchester United to be during Ferguson. They weren't unstoppable. The thing is, Vidic and Rio Ferdinand were they're probably one of the best centre back pairings we've ever had in the Premier League.
Yeah, I just feel
Ferguson and them left, it just hasn't been the same.
Yeah, Man United just so inconsistent. They get beat off who did they get beat off in the Champions League? It was a team you've never heard of. Who was it?
I think it was Istanbul Basaksehir.
Yeah. They get beat off team like that, and then they go away to Everton and they're beaten 3-1. It's they're so inconsistent. You never know how Man you're going to play in each game. You know what I mean? Maguire's he's not consistent enough, and I don't think Maguire should be being selected for the England. I think Gareth Southgate should have kept him out for a bit and see how he performed at Man U this season. And to me, I think Lascelles deserves his chance.
Yeah, I'm not going to be biased here. I know I'm a Newcastle fan, but I just think Jamal Lascelles is all round a better player than Harry Maguire.
No. I like Lascelles, and I think he'd be a great replacement for Harry Maguire. For now, I think Lascelles should have a chance and to see how he does. And then I think if he doesn't do so well, then give him a go. Just give him a go. And I think Maguire needs time out of that England squad. He needs focus, and I think he needs time to think, and I think he needs time to get his performances back on track. And then he can select him in the in the team. I just feel like
Right. During the performance, like I think it was the first goal when Demba Ba just completely like
that
it was on
that defending
like,
was awful.
It was absolutely horrific defending. Like
Yeah, like
it was.
like all the Man U players, right, were at the corner flag. There was not one play back for United at the other end. There was literally Istanbul players. Literally, there was literally all the team Istanbul and Man United were tracking back all the team that were running the other end.
Yeah, it's like
Mate, can I stop here for a minute?
Season was brilliant.
Yeah, mate, can I stop you for a minute? Just a minute.
Yeah.
Someone's put on my live. Do you know who Jacob May is?
I don't think so.
Because he said, "Can you ask Liam why he blocked me?"
No, I'll just ignore them if I'm going to be totally honest.
He doesn't know you, Jacob. I'm sorry. Right, just go right. Okay, yeah. So to me, I feel like Lascelles needs a chance at a big stage. You know what I mean? Like I think he deserves his chance because remember, like what was it for Newcastle one season? All like the crucial blocks he made were like unbelievable. Like he's so strong on the ball. But obviously this season. I don't really know. I don't know how he's performed this season. If you obviously seen him this season, but I haven't. I can't.
Like, yeah, I think he's been all right. To be honest, I think his stronger centre back pairing is with Federico Fernandez, who partners Jamal Lascelles very well.
Yeah.
But when he's with Fabian Schär, like it's basically just one centre back because Fabian Schär likes to I don't know if you know, but he likes just to run with the ball.
Yeah. Mate, do you know this Jacob May person? Apparently he does. I asked him about Grace Pralock and he blocked me out as I was trying to be a mate and tell him that someone re-uploaded his video so he can report it.
I talked to him about it, but like I'm all about positive vibes and I don't really want to talk about it.
Liam doesn't want to talk about it. Sorry. Doesn't want to talk about it.
So
right, yeah. So personally, overall, I think Lascelles should replace Maguire at centre back for England. That's me personally.
I would like to see.
All right, mate.
Maybe like why go back down to the Manchester United.
Yeah.
Have a like a trial, like at Manchester United, where you get 1 million.
Yeah.
If he play really, really well.
Yeah.
And Lascelles is having an absolute mare.
Yeah.
In the England setup, and he can't perform.
Yeah.
With someone, who's our other centre back again?
Manu.
Yeah. No, England. Who's in the England?
So the centre back. So there's Maguire, Tyrone Mings. There's who else is there? Oh, I'm trying to think now.
Right. We could have Tomori in the setup.
Yeah,
as well, like.
Tomori, but he's obviously because Tyrone Mings plays centre back for Villa and obviously for England as well.
He has to be in though.
He's been class this season, Tyrone Mings.
Yeah. He's essential to Villa.
Yeah, yes, I know about it for isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. But personally, I think, as I say, I think Lascelles deserves his chance. I've been saying that for a while now. Like, he should get called up. I mean, there was rumours about him getting called up, but it never happened, fortunately.
Yeah, I would personally love to see it. Again, not me being biased. I would really like to see him with Tyrone Mings in the setup, see how we do.
Mate, I don't know who this Jacob May person is, but he's doing my head in a bit, to be fair. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm all about positive tonight.
Yeah. Yeah,
why would you try to trigger someone who's legit trying to get up?
But welcome in the stream, Adam Fryer and Jacob May. But yeah, to me, Man U, right? They need to be more consistent, and I'm surprised that they've actually kept Ole Gunnar Solskjaer because normally, if United don't do well, then they sack their manager, but they've stuck with him, which I like to see because a lot of these managers who don't do well, teams to sack them, and I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer needs more. I mean, he's done well, I think, for Man U. Last season when Man U like didn't get beat like 15 matches. I think that
he's one of the most like
he's a legend at Man U, so he was a legend there.
100%, but like it's like when Ollie got the job, and then he's like, oh my god, they turned it around in Parc de France against PSG.
Yeah.
And then the thing is, once Ollie had the amazing start.
Yeah. Like
it's like kind of, is he falling off? Like when he loses like 3 games in a row, there's a lot of pressure on me.
Yeah, I think Ollie's the right. I think Ollie's the right man for the job, because like he's a legend at he was a legend at Man U, and I think because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is the right man because he supports Manchester United, he loves the club, and I think if he gets backing from the owner and he can bring up like a couple of more like players in like next season, I think you'll do all right at Man U. And I don't think there's no need to sack him, because I know there's rumours about Pochettino replacing him, but I know Pochettino's a good manager, and I think he'd be a good manager at Manchester United, but I think I like to see Ole Gunnar Solskjaer like progress as a manager and like win medals in the future, like to keep them.
Oh yeah, like.
But the thing is, though, the Edward, the Man U owner, will not. He doesn't back Ollie enough.
100%. Like, if he actually had some good backing by. Edward,
exactly, Adam, mate. Exactly. 100%, mate. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Like he would 100% be like. I think there's rumours this week he was potentially Ronaldo could be coming back.
Yeah. I spoke to Adam about that last night, and there was rumours about Messi going to City, Ronaldo going to United, and I think there was another one as well. But do you know what? I would love to see Ronaldo back at Old Trafford again.
Yeah, it's like a fairy tale, isn't it?
Yeah, like where it all started his career, and then he'll end it there. Yeah, I think that would be a brilliant. I think it would be brilliant sign. Like, I think Ronaldo should move to Old Trafford for even if it's just one season. Like, I think it will be great for them. Like, because I love. Yeah.
If you want to see Ronaldo back at Manchester United,
definitely. Yeah.
It's Ronaldo and Man United.
Yeah.
Like when he was just like start of his career, he was like untouchable. Like,
yeah.
Man United fans like him. Like he's an icon.
Yeah, and I think I don't think there was rumors about Messi going to City, but I just don't think I don't know I don't know whether Messi will want to go into the Premier League. I don't know. I think he will stay Barca till he retires. That's my opinion. I just don't think he'll go to City. I really don't, because Barca will want far too much money, for Man City to have to pay, for him to go there, and I don't think Man City will pay. I don't think they'll have enough money to even buy him. I really don't.
100%. Like Barca will be like, we have got to do everything in our power, even if we haven't got someone like reportedly Xavi coming in 22 and replacing Ronald Koeman.
Yeah.
Messi has got, I think personally it would be nice to see Messi in the Premier League.
Yeah, I've never seen him in there before.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's untouchable, because we would steal a really good player off for them and in the league and all that, but it would make us even more convincingly the best in the world, which would be absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I mean, to me, in the future, I would love to see, because I think Lascelles is a good enough player to play in a big six team. I think he'd be good enough Wolves or Leicester or
I would love to see it in the Wolves team. So.
Okay, mate. Cheers, lad. Cheers, Adam. He's time this. Do you know this Jacob May, mate?
Yeah. No, I really don't.
Adam Fryers turned him out.
Yeah. Cheers, Adam. Lad.
So we don't have to listen to him, because he's been a bit annoying. To be fair, he's never stopped putting something on my comments.
Yeah.
And thanks, Adam. Appreciate that. So as I said, I think Lascelles, I'd love to see him in a bigger club, like, because I think he needs, like, he's good at Newcastle, but
Yeah.
I think Lascelles would be good enough for like a bigger team, like to play for a bigger club.
Oh, I 100% agree with you. Like,
And I
think his loyalty in Newcastle as a club is absolutely splendid. I think it's brilliant.
Cheers, mate.
To be with us for that long. Like,
yeah.
like,
Yeah. Like, thing is, Maguire is like, when I first saw Maguire at Leicester when they won the Premier League that season, with their Wes Morgan at the back, I thought, wow, this is like Maguire is going to be he's going to be one of the best centre backs in the world, and people saying, oh, he could be like a Van Dijk in the future, and then as soon as he went to Manchester United, his career has gone down. I think he hasn't been playing as well as he did when he was at Leicester City that season.
Yeah, even at Hull City, to be honest, in the season they got relegated, him and Robinson were two of the shining lights of that relegation. And then he moves to Leicester, first season, brilliant. World Cup, absolutely amazing. Second season with Leicester, not so good, but then he got his career just literally
it's just crushed. Like, I think actually moving to United has crushed him. It's crushed his career because there's a lot of expectation with her, like, towards Harry Maguire to do well and to be this next like best centre back at United. And I think the pressure is got on, like, it's tailed onto him, and I think he's not living that pressure. Like, and I think at Leicester, I think he was more confident. Like, I think his confidence has definitely dropped.
Yeah, like, if you've got an 80 million price tag on your head, of course you're going to have plummeted pressure on you.
Yeah.
Because is this player going to be able to live up to an £80 million? I think that's a world record beating.
And I can't understand how they've worked to buy Maguire for 80 million. How is that possible? Like, how can Man United pay that? How can United pay that much for a centre back? Like,
if we're talking a midfielder or an attacker, fair enough.
But a centre back, I mean, to buy Harry Maguire for 80 million, it's ridiculous. I mean, Liverpool didn't even play Van Dijk that much, and look what Van Dijk's done for Liverpool. Like,
Virgil van Dijk has absolutely changed
Liverpool. Definitely.
This season, it hasn't been so good for him, but I feel sorry for him because, he's a good defender, but it's so unfortunate his season got cut short to that horrible injury.
Yeah. Let's say I feel for Liverpool at the minute, because obviously they've got all their defense out injury. And obviously, Andy Robertson got the latest news about his injury, and they've got Trent out, they've got Gomez out maybe for the season, they've got Van Dijk out for a couple of months, maybe even more. So I think Liverpool are going to really struggle defensively. But who is he going to replace to bring them in?
You can't use that Phillips all the time because he's only a young lad, so
and that Williams as well.
Nico Williams, yeah, that's another player.
But I feel like, yeah,
all the FA Cup games he got. So,
do you know what I feel like? Yeah. Do you know what I feel like though? I think too many games have been played this season, and I know it's been a funny year, but they need to sort this out because the players can't be playing 5-6 games a week. It's destroying them, and they need a rest. And it shows you with Liverpool defense. Gomez out for the season, and he was already training with England, and he got a bad injury, and that shows you that he's not resting players enough. And Jurgen Klopp and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Pep last weekend, before the international break, they said that players need breaks. I mean, Spurs played on Thursday in the Europa League against Ludogorets away, and then on Saturday they were playing half 12.
Yeah,
getting off a plane on like getting off a plane at Friday night at like midnight and then waking up the next day have to play a football match. It's absolutely ridiculous, honestly. And
it's a joke.
And I think it's destroying the league this season because Sheffield United aren't the same anymore because they've got all loads of injuries. Burnley have got so many injuries. And this season, I don't think it's going to be the same enjoyable because the teams now, like the big teams, are having so many injuries because they play the Champions League, they play in the Premier League. Now they're going to play in the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup, and it's too many competitions for these players to be playing in.
Even internationally, you've got like the friendlies.
Well, I don't see the point. I don't see the point in playing.
What do you need the League for?
Yeah. I don't see the point in playing friendlies because what's the point? I know they're getting money for it, but what's the point of having friendlies on? I mean, it's extra game for the players, and then if they get injured, it's a game. It's pointless game. Like, I don't understand. And then they're playing the Nations League tonight. And then England play next Wednesday, and then the players going to travel back from travel back.
And then just go back into normal league.
Yeah, travel back from wherever they've been, and then Friday or Saturday they're going to be playing in the league.
And then Tuesday, Wednesday.
And then next week it's the Champions League and the Europa League, and then it's the Premier League. Like it's ridiculous. They're just squeezing all these fixtures in and. Players don't have a time they need rest. They're not like the humans. They're not like, you know what I mean? The footballers, I mean.
You can't expect them to play like 5 matches a week. That is just a joke.
I know they get paid. I know they get paid a ridiculous amount, but it's destroying them. And like all these players will not. I don't think they'll even. I don't think the season will finish because if all these players are getting injured, the managers aren't going to have teams to select.
Yeah. Like our fixtures next month are absolutely packed because we towards the end, 3 days before Christmas, we've got to travel all the way down to London to face Brentford at their community stadium now.
All right. Well, obviously Sunderland are out the FA Cup now, so we haven't got that. Well, the Carabao Cup, so I haven't got that. So basically, we just got the league and this stupid Papa John's trophy. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like who calls a tournament the Papa John's trophy? I mean, if we win this trophy, if we don't go up this season and we win this flaming Papa John's trophy, it's like it's laughable. Like
silverware, but it's
silverware. But imagine if you go to like a Newcastle fan or a United fan and you tell them we've won a silverware. Oh, what have you won? The Papa John's trophy. They're gonna think, is that even real, or have we just made that up?
Yeah, to be honest, they're just gonna laugh in the
at least when it was the EFL trophy. Yeah, at least when it was the EFL trophy, it was actually called the English Football League trophy, which was fair enough. But now it's called the Papa John's trophy. Now it's got Papa John's ribbon like on it.
Yeah, that would look stupid.
I don't want us to win it. I don't want us to win it because I don't want us to win Papa John's trophy. I mean, come on. I mean,
yeah, and it's not the best named trophy ever. Is
mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, I don't think Sunderland will. Obviously, I don't think we'll get promoted this season. I really don't.
It's cold because the thing is I wasn't watching it, of course. Like I was listening to it. I was listening to Gillette on Saturday. I was listening to Lee Bowyer. Who did she like? Since the penalty went in, you were dominating. You were dominating possession, and you were literally just on the counter attack. That's what I heard.
But I listened to it, right? I listened to it, and we scored the first goal, 12th minute, Power with a brilliant finish. What that was, I thought to myself, good start, 1-0, 12 minute in. I thought we're going to absolutely dominate this game. I thought we were going to win, get another 2 goals or even 1 goal and finish and get the result. And then literally MK Dons, when we scored that goal, we literally, I don't know what happened, but MK Dons literally turned up the fire. They were honestly, they had about 5 corners in about 5 minutes. And Cameron Jerome's finish was absolutely sensational. 35-year-old man and he scored that. What a finish that was! Outside the box, brilliant finish. But and then in the second half, obviously conceded that early penalty, which did not help. Also, of course, was it a penalty? I don't know, but it wasn't. It wasn't a penalty. But that didn't help. That didn't help us concede a penalty in the second half. And then after that, we dominated. I mean, Will Grigg missed from 2 yards twice in the 6-yard box. He literally missed from an open goal. He literally had an open goal gaping at him, and he missed. He missed, and
he's got to be the most overhyped player ever since the Euros. I think
Yeah.
he had a good season in League One with Wigan. Like, goes at the Championship. I don't know if he had a good season with Wigan then.
I mean, I don't know whether it's the style of football we play that Will Grigg doesn't like, or something like that. He's got, because obviously Wigan, they play a different style of football to what Sunderland are playing, and I wonder if that's affecting him. But come on, you can't miss from 2 yards when you're in basically. He was basically in the net. Like, he was basically in the net, and he missed from 2 yards, maybe a yard out, even not even 2 yards. I mean, it's not the service. The service is brilliant from Gooch and Denver Hume. It's brilliant out wide, but we need a striker that can actually put the ball in the back of the net that don't miss from 2 yards. And Danny Graham's useless. White's the only player that.
And like back in the Premier League, he used to score a lot of goals.
And the frustrating thing is, right, we signed Danny Graham on loan because at Blackburn in the Championship, he was scoring 15 plus goals every season. But as soon as he's come to Sunderland, he's been absolutely crap. And he's missed in that FA Cup match against Mansfield. He literally missed again from 2 yards. He was literally in the net, and he put it over the bar with his head. Like, it's ridiculous. And Sunderland Cup, and the frustrating thing is,
like, Jonathan you would expect him to miss from 2 yards as well, just like Danny Graham and Will Grigg.
But it's ridiculous because Sunderland could be so much higher in the league table, and we could have scored so many goals if we had a striker that can actually score goals and in form. We could have scored about 10 goals every game if we had a striker that can put the ball in the back of the net. Because I'm telling you now, against MK Dons, we could have scored about 6 or 7 in that second half.
Yeah, like, the thing is, like, it's like Sunderland are like Newcastle this season, like.
Yeah, mate, I don't want to win that, honestly, I don't.
Well, it's not a perfect example, but we have some great games where we literally just like, oh, we've actually dominated this, but then, like, we always make it hard for ourselves by letting in a stupid goal.
Yeah, that's like Sunderland. That's like Sunderland. I mean, you can't Sunderland put themselves in a brilliant position to get an early 1-goal lead. I thought, yes, what a way to start the game. We've got to start this victory now. And then when MK Dons went on the other end, the bloody scored, didn't he? I mean, Cameron Jerome, it was a fantastic finish.
Like, the two clubs aren't the same, but like, they just can't capitalise on winning from a dominating.
Yeah, and do you know what the embarrassing thing is? The MK Dons, right? MK Dons haven't won an away game. I told Adam this last night. He was like laughing, and it is laughable. MK Dons haven't won an away game since 2019 of September.
Jeez,
that is a whole year without winning an away game, and then they go to Sunderland and do it. Obviously, don't they? They obviously have to do it against Sunderland. Yeah. Ridiculous. Like, and do you know what, that Cameron Jerome quote, which we will do it at 9 o'clock, but I just want to quickly say, Cameron Jerome, I do agree with what he's saying. I must admit, I do agree what he's saying, that all these Sunderland fans think we still got a Premier League squad, but we haven't. We've literally got an average League One side that, you know, we haven't got the best in the league side because we've got Peterborough, they've got an amazing squad. We've got Lincoln City, we've got Hull City, we've got Portsmouth, and Sunderland have probably haven't even got the better team than Portsmouth have got. We've probably got an average team like who Plymouth have got, or
like since Portsmouth, since they sold Jamal Lowe, they've they just haven't looked great. Like,
well, I'll
Jamal,
tell you,
like,
yeah,
remember watching the game, because I watched the Portsmouth and Sunderland game, like, what was, like, in, like, the EFL Trophy
Yeah.
final. He was just, like, that chip was, like, really, really good from him. He literally just weaved through the fence and then tipped it over. Was it John McLaughlin back there?
Yeah. I miss John McLaughlin, actually. I miss him. Because,
But in recent posts, the keeper you've got at the moment...
Lee Burge. Well, do you know what, Liam? He didn't start Lee Burge on Saturday. He started bloody Remy Matthews.
I'd say that's a mistake, because, like
what sense does... Yeah, can I just tell you something? So the first game of the season, we had Bristol Rovers at home, right? First game in League One. What does Remy Matthews do in the first minute? He comes out of his box and brings the play down. Bristol Rovers got a penalty in the third minute. It's 1-0. Yeah? Second half, Remy Matthews nearly gave away another penalty again. And then Sunderland obviously got the late equaliser, but really, we should have won that game. And we probably would have been higher up the table if we won that game. But anyway, then he goes and then Remy Matthews in one of the Carabao Cup matches, he does the exact same thing. He gives away a penalty in the first 3 minutes. It's ridiculous. Why is he playing him? Play Lee Burge. He saved a penalty against Gillingham. He's kept the most clean sheets in the league, in the whole entire Football League.
Had a penalty save in one of your games.
Yeah, Gillingham, yeah. And why is he not playing Lee Burge? He made 4 changes on Saturday. He made 4 changes. He put Power in for Leadbitter, which is absolutely insane because Power is useless. I know he scored, but he is useless in that midfield. He can't run. He left Scowen on the bench with Leadbitter, and then he put Power in midfield with Gooch.
Yeah, like...
And Gooch is not even a midfielder. Gooch is a wing player. He's not even a midfielder, Gooch.
Yeah. I like your squad, to be honest, because it's literally like... I like some of the players in it. Like, the goalkeeper seems good. Like, Denver Hume, like, he seems a really good player from the league. And, like, if you can get promoted...
We won't. I'm telling you now, Liam. I'm being honest. We won't get promotion with the strikers we've got in our team. We will not get promotion. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Maybe the wing backs, like if the wing backs is good, like as you say, in the championship they could prove really like
I know. Like the thing that's really, really making me sad is it's not that we're playing rubbish football. We're playing fantastic football on the wings, like Callum McFadden from Plymouth. Wow, what a play he's been from Plymouth. We signed. He's been getting down those wings and crossing the ball in. Some really good balls in the box. And the only striker that can get onto them is Wyke, and he can put them in the back of the net. But we can't always rely on Wyke. He's only human. He needs support as well up front. And I thought Phil Parkinson did put Greg and Wyke up front on Saturday. But Greg got in brilliant positions to score, but the only thing that was lacking was his goals.
Plus, you need to rest them. Plus, you can't always start Charlie Wyke. You have to.
Yeah, exactly. But like,
but you can't go for that because they aren't the greatest strikers.
No, and I'm so sorry for Will. I do feel sorry for Will Grigg because he could have about 2 hat-tricks on Saturday, but he cannot. I know I have respect for the man, but you can't when you're a professional footballer and you're getting paid how much money. And you can't miss from a yard out when the keeper's not even in net, and he's got the goal in front of him, and you cannot miss from a yard. And if he scored that, and if we got that 2-2 equaliser, we would have won that game.
Yeah, you would have.
We would have won. We could have won about 4. I reckon we would have scored another 3 goals in that second half if Will Grigg put that away.
Plus, like if he had scored that, you would have gone on and just dominated.
Yeah, but Will Grigg has let us down. I'm sorry, but he has because he's lost us a point or something out of that game. A point would have been fine. I wouldn't have minded a point because we would have been 4th, and that's fine, a point. But to get beat off MK Dons is unacceptable for any team to get beat off MK Dons at home. Like,
yeah.
I mean, if we play the MK Dons away, then yes, I'll be a bit more lenient. But you can't get beat off them at home. You can't.
Like like you can't say it's like home advantage because normally you'd have that booming crowd behind you literally will be supporting the team, but there's basically no home advantage anymore, is there?
I know, mate. It's not good, mate. I know, German. I think Park is the player. Is it the players or Parkinson? Can I just answer German for a minute?
Yeah, go on.
Right. So he said, success weekend. Home defeats to Mansfield and Mankey Dons is appalling. Yes, you are right. To a club of the size, yes, you are exactly right. Is it the players or Parkinson? It's both. It's both. It's the players that are not scoring goals like Will Grigg, as we mentioned many times tonight, and Danny Graham as well. Parkinson, yes, Parkinson's got the blame for it as well. Some of the blame because he made 4 changes on Saturday. He put Burge on the bench for some daft reason, and he put Scowen on the bench in Ledbetter, and he put Gooch in midfield, and he's not even a midfielder. He's on the wing. He plays on the wing. So yes, it's Parkinson and the players, and I think Parkinson has to go. There's no doubt about it. I think Parkinson will have to go sooner rather than later because if we keep Parkinson right now and not improve our squad or do something, we don't do something, we will not get promoted this season. And I'm being honest with you because if we don't make vital changes right now, we will not improve like the rest of the season. And I think by Christmas, we need a new striker, we need a new manager, and most importantly, we need to get these new owners in because Stuart Donald is not backing Phil Parkinson and he's not backing the club enough. And whatever Stuart Donald's doing behind those scenes, I don't know what he's doing, but he's sitting on his arse, having a cup of tea and a biscuit and doing absolutely nothing with his football club. And yes, we need new owners. Yeah, so I'm finished, Liam. Yeah.
No, I've got to admit, every single point you made there is absolutely bang on correct because it's not like all your players are giving it the hardest.
Yeah, I can't fault Will Grigg's effort, right? I cannot fault him. He's getting in good positions. It's just he needs to work on his obviously scoring goals, but his work effort was fine. He got on brilliant positions, was fine. It's just he needs to work on putting that ball in the back of the net because if Will Grigg starts doing that, then we'll get promoted. Will Grigg will get us promoted if he starts scoring 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 plus 15, 25 goals. We'll get promotion. It's just disappointing for him because I wanted Will Grigg to have a good start in this season. Like from like all the criticism he was getting last season, I wanted Will Grigg to like really start like as a positive this season. And unfortunately, on Saturday, there's been like obviously he's getting stick again, isn't he? And I feel sorry for him because if Will Grigg scored on Saturday, we'll be loving him right now. We'll be absolutely loving him.
Oh,
but
like, this guy potentially brought about a comeback. This comeback was ours.
Yeah, and I feel sorry for Will Grigg because, like, you've seen at Wigan how good he was. He scored 25 goals for Wigan in that season. He scored against City in the Cup. He was brilliant for Wigan, and I thought, come to Sunderland, I thought, oh yes, this is the man to replace Madger. Yeah. This is the man that we need to replace Madger for, and it's just not happened. He's only scored 5 goals in 2 seasons, and it's not good enough for, especially when you pay $3 million for him as well. Like it's
record transfer fee for League
exactly One, $3 million. Literally, Stuart. Do you know how many times that went off? That deal to get Will Grigg, it went off 10 times, but Stuart Donald never gave up. He literally upped the price. It was 1.5 million. Then he upped it to it was up to like 2 million. Then he upped it to 2 point something, and then he upped it to 3 million, and then they accepted it. Wigan
would have been like, after they've seen him, like, oh, of course, it's really disappointing that we've parted ways with Will Grigg, but
yeah,
they're going to be laughing their heads off. They're going to be looking at Sunderland.
Well, to be honest, mate, as I say, Will Grigg, I don't know whether it's the type of football we play in because he's not the type of player that gets the ball on his head and puts it in the back of the net. He never scores headers. He likes to get the ball to his feet and scores goals. But Sunderland always like to put the ball into the box, and we haven't got strikers that can score with the head. Only Wyke can.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. I don't think Grigg is in a team that suits him. That's the problem. I know he's getting stick, and I know, but I do feel for Will Grigg because he's not in a team that plays like to his best of his ability.
Yeah, 100% agree with you.
Like, if Grigg, right, so if Grigg went back to Wigan next season, I bet you Grigg would score every week.
Yeah, like maybe because, but then again, Wigan could have changed up their style since Paul Cook.
Yeah, to be fair, yeah, you're honest, you're right, yeah. But I mean, I don't know how Grigg still gets in the Ireland squad.
Yeah,
like
you think if he scores no goals, like Northern Ireland shouldn't even be considering him.
No.
For an
But if all Will Grigg needs to do, right, is he gets in good positions, but he needs to work on, obviously, he needs to work on shooting because his shooting's atrocious. And if he works on that and he scores goals, he'll help Sunderland get up this season. But he needs to start doing it now rather than later because we can't. Sunderland fans can't be waiting like 2 or 3 months and after Christmas waiting for him to get his first goal for Sunderland. It needs to come now.
Yeah. Like, when does the Football League season end?
I think it's May sometime, but obviously if it's the playoffs, it will obviously finish. I don't know when that will finish actually, but I don't want to get the playoffs this season. I really do not want to playoffs. I want to avoid that. I don't want to be in pain like I was in 2018. I really don't.
Right.
I don't want to go through that again. That pain was awful, losing that final. It was the worst moment of my life. It was horrible.
I go for another Netflix series.
It was horrible. And you know what? I was going away the next day, and literally on the way down to Weston, I was crying with my hands in my head. I was literally, I couldn't sleep. I had bad dreams, and literally that day really hurt me. Really hurt me.
Plus, like, Netflix would go and get their amount of money for making the next series. Like, oh, you know what? Let's go cash in on this. Just annoy some fans by remembering how they cocked up.
The thing is, though, right, Liam, Sunderland can never win at Wembley. The last time we won at Wembley was when we won the FA Cup final.
Yeah,
we cannot win it. We cannot win it. Yeah.
That Wembley was Manchester City, and when Yaya was it that game?
Yeah, with Man City in the Carabao Cup final. Yeah, Fabio Barini scored the first goal. I was thinking, oh my god, we're not going to do this, are we? We're not going to beat City in the cup final. And then in the second half, they literally blew us away. They won about 5-1, I think, in the second half.
Yeah, this is City can have a dull first half, but then they can come out electric.
I remember that day well. What a strike from Yaya Toure. That was a dream strike, wasn't it?
What a player he was in his day.
But I think I can still remember that goal right now. How that went in the net. I mean, that was unbelievable.
I mean, even one of the best keepers you've seen in the last 20 years of your club's history, Vito Manone, could you say no chance?
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's the best keeper you've had in the last 20 years. I'm just saying being one of the best.
Pantilimon was decent. Yeah, Pantilimon was all right for Sunderland. I mean, he's very tall. Jesus Christ, he is tall. I don't know how he can get down to save a goal. Like, he is so tall. Like, his legs are like he's like Peter Crouch. He reminds me of him.
He can't score bottom corner. He can deny people bottom corner because he's long hands. They're not going to put the side net, are they?
No. But yeah, do you know what? Do you know what the best moment as a Sunderland fan has been for the past 5 years or 10 years? So when Sunderland went to Old Trafford and beat Man United on penalties, and the away end was absolutely unbelievable. That was the best moment as a Sunderland fan. To beat Manchester United on penalties away was absolutely incredible.
That was the beginning of the down. That was the beginning and the end of David Moyes.
And do you know who manager was at Sunderland? Gus Poyet.
Yeah.
He did miracles at Sunderland, and you know what? Gus Poyet might be replacing Phil Parkinson.
Could he actually?
Yeah, Gus Poyet said on Sunderland Chronicle Live that he wants to come back to Sunderland and help them go up the leagues.
I mean, that would be
that'll be buzzing. I mean, Gus Poyet, what was we were bottom of the league in the Premier League, had 10 points at Christmas, right? Everyone had odds on to get relegated. The second half of the season, we beat City away, we beat Chelsea at home, we beat Man United away. We literally beat all the top teams in that Premier League season.
Yeah, it's pretty like
Wabi Kazri. Oh my God, what Wabi Kazri. That finish against Chelsea home. What a finish. What a finish.
I can't exactly say we've had brilliant memories over the last 10 years.
Well, we've had worse. Literally. I can't even think of a moment the past 4 years where I've cherished and loved. I can't.
Like, okay, like, maybe, like, the thing is, like, maybe seeing someone like Matty Longstaff or Almiron back his first goal. Like, Matty Longstaff catch.
Do you know what would make my 2020 if Will Grigg bloody scored a goal? Literally, that would literally make my 2020 if Will Grigg scored a goal before Christmas. I will literally do a live stream of singing Will Griggs on Fire all night.
Missing it, wake up, like if you're going to college. Oh, one time, oh my God, I've been singing since 11 o'clock yesterday.
Yeah.
I've been singing since 6 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah. How's college going, mate?
You're literally just like, and then you just keep going on the verse.
Yeah. Will Griggs on fire. Your defense is terrified. Will Griggs on fire. Nah, nah. Oh, we don't want to sing that again. But how's college going, mate?
It's going really, really well, mate.
Good.
I've never felt better, to be honest. I mean, I've like, the first couple of months, like, the first couple of weeks, I'm literally like, oh, this is weird. I know absolutely no one here. Like,
yeah.
And then be like, oh, I've known 2 or 3 people in my graphic design class.
Yeah.
Honest, they are probably the best mates I could have asked for out of that class.
Yeah.
Like, really, really good.
Because I seen you knocking it like on Thursday. I saw you knocking around at the benches, like where the brown benches are.
Yeah.
I saw you knocking around like a couple of your mates.
Yep, me being interactive, like.
Yeah.
Not actually.
Yeah, it's good for you, mate, because like in secondary, oh my God, you must have hated year 10, 11 because bloody hell.
Yeah, and I don't like it was just stress, like.
Yeah.
Because so many, like, only like the boys like me and like the tutor.
Yeah.
None of the girls. Like, the thing is, with college, I'll just try to get into a you mentality.
Yeah.
I was like, and over the lockdown, I've been literally like, from now on, I'm literally going to be positive about learning. And literally, like, I don't want any negativity around myself. So just going to college, literally, like, when I go on my mates, I'm literally like, today is like a you day. We're going to, if I did anything wrong yesterday, we're just going to brush that off.
Yeah.
And then, like, today, we're going to have an absolute sick day. And then we're going to be like, when we get home, and it's like, that was a really good day at school. Or college, so.
Good, mate. Yeah. I'm liking college as well. I think it's good. Like, because like school, right? Teachers make you do this and that and give you tasks. Like, do this now, do this now. I give you 10 minutes to complete this task. And if you don't do it, you get a detention or you have to give. And then Miss Stanger makes you, right? So like Miss Stanger, I can't stop. Oh, she was nice. She liked me, but in my head, I fucking didn't like her. Like, I'm being honest right with you, mate. I did not. No, I know she liked me, but I did not like it because I feel bad for you, mate. Honestly, I did. Like, if you didn't know an answer right, Miss Stanger would say, Liam, what's the answer then? No, I don't. Miss, I don't know the answer. Miss Stanger says, no, Liam, I want you to give me an answer, and if it's wrong, it's. And like she just didn't like if you didn't know the answer right. She just said, "Okay, that no worries. We'll go through it." But she embarrassed you. Like all the class was silent, and it was you individual. Like it was just you had to like say something to try and get the right answer, and then like people around you like whispering the answer to you, and then you didn't understand what they were saying. Like, you know what I mean?
One thing I will miss is Shooter. Shooter was the best thing about Leonard.
Yeah.
Shooter, football, PE.
Yeah.
That's the things on there.
Yeah, definitely. I loved lunchtimes. I loved lunchtimes, me. That was that was the pivotal of the school day.
Yeah,
like setting up the goals. Yeah.
If you play football at Lund, you were like because I remember I snapped Andy in a PE game, and then literally I wasn't playing football, and I was like, I'm joining this.
Yeah. I think Andy's funny, mate. Like, I think he's a funny. Like, do you know how when Andy gets the ball, right? He thinks he's so good, right? He does all these little skills and tricks and flicks, and then like when he loses the ball, he like because when I think remember lunchtime when Andy had the ball and like I put like because I pushed him off the ball, and then when I got the ball, he grabbed my blazer and like literally pulled it off.
Yeah,
it's funny.
I think I remember once Andy was like after one, he just hung on to someone and then like.
Oh yeah, when you had his shit. Oh, I remember that time when Joe Tyler and Andy grabbed on Tyler's bag and Tyler pulled him across the yard on his back. Nah, I miss lunchtimes. Like I miss like setting the goals up, having like our teams, and like I miss that. Like
I've got to dedicate like everyone in 11N was absolutely brilliant. Like that, everyone was top. We just like we went like I'm gonna say a Grease song. We go together because we did go together. It was this year like we had chemistry.
Yeah.
Everyone in year 7 it was this year like January, Grace joins, Crystal joins.
Yeah.
Then in year 8 or year 9.
Yeah.
We had Megan joined from R.
Yeah.
Next thing is year 9, Raphael joined.
Yeah.
Next thing 7 weeks later, Raphael was exited the lobby.
Oh, Raphael went to D in my shooter.
Yeah, he started in yours and then he came to us and they were like, we don't want him anymore. Can you personally get rid of him? Back to you.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the England score, mate, on Belgium and England.
I mean, it's 2-0 Belgium.
And Tillemans and Mertens with the goals. Oh, God's sake. Jesus Christ. Come on. I mean, like England, right? I think England have got one of the best teams in the world.
Yeah, we do.
Like on the bench, right? We've got Calvert-Lewin, Foden, Henderson, Keane, Maitland-Niles, Pope, Saka, Sancho, Abraham, and Bellingham.
Yeah, that's a class.
That's we've got a better bench than Belgium have by miles.
Oh, 100%.
And how are Belgium top in the rankings? How?
If they've been put there just because of like De Bruyne and Lukaku.
Yeah, literally. If you look at the rankings, right, England are 4th, and it's Belgium 1st, France 2nd, Germany 3rd, and England 4th.
I can kind of see why Germany are there.
But France should be first.
Yeah, I can kind of, yeah.
They've
definitely.
won World Cup they won the World Cup like 2 years ago in the Euros.
Yeah, I mean, they got so unlucky in the Euros. I mean, if it wasn't for Adair, they would have went to a penalty shootout, and who knows, they were going to won it.
Yeah. But yeah, so in the future, as I say, the future time, I think we're going back to obviously we were talking about earlier. I think like in the future, like coming years, I think Lascelles should definitely be in the England squad by miles.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Like I do. It would like he's been with us. He could easily left us to go to a big side in the Premier League.
He does deserve. I think he's good enough to go to like a big side. I think he'll be good.
If he got relegated with us, maybe he wasn't good enough to go to a Premier League team when he got relegated with. Maybe he needed that Championship experience, which he got. And then he gets to the Premier League, and he was literally like,
Lascelles is a beast. Like, if the other defenders aren't playing well, Lascelles is always there to clear it away. He's always there to clear the danger away. Because I've seen him in games, like when I watch Newcastle, I know I'm not supposed to watch Newcastle, but I did for some like blatant reason. I don't know why. But I watched Lascelles one game, and literally Shaw had an awful game. What do you call him? Fernandez? Or what do you call him? Fernandez, is it? Fernandez. Who else plays? Oh, Manquillo. I think he's awful, dreadful, Manquillo. I mean, he's improved for Newcastle. He's improved. I have that. Manquillo was improved.
Manquillo is our best right back.
Yeah.
Murphy has been improving, but
yeah.
Manquillo
has improved since he left Sunderland by miles, because at Sunderland, he was absolutely diabolical. Manquillo was. But yeah, saying that, I watched that in literally Lascelles was a one-man wall. He was like literally a four-man wall. He covered like the rest of the defense. Lascelles just blocked everything, cleared away the danger. He literally was like he literally built a wall, but it was only him like doing the work.
I'm not surprised. I'm surprised Galdala wasn't being called up, but
That's I forgot to mention Cardalo. Yeah, he's been a beast in net recently.
To be honest, we have got a lot of good goalkeepers, to be fair.
Yeah.
So I'm not mad that he hasn't got an art team.
Yeah.
But I'm questioning it at the same time as well.
So, like, do you know, like, would you prefer, like, no, Dubravka's injured, and I thought that was going to be the end of Newcastle, because Dubravka last season was incredible. Literally, the saves he made, like, I think he was better. He was by miles better than De Gea. He was by miles better than Ederson. And I think Dubravka should have won the Golden Glove last season.
Yeah, but to win the Golden Glove, you cannot, like, it was between Pope and Ederson. Burnley conceded last day to not get the goal.
But do you think, right, isn't it a bit harsh that it goes on clean sheets? Because what happens, because Ederson didn't really play well last season, it's only because City they kept clean sheets and had a good defence. But the thing is, Ederson did not have a good season last season. I'm telling you, because against Liverpool, he made far too many mistakes. In a lot of games last season, he made far too many mistakes. And I think it shouldn't go by clean sheets. I think it should go who's been the best keeper last season. And I think Dubravka was the best keeper last season by country miles.
You could have argued Dean Henderson, to be fair.
Yeah, Dean Henderson was good, yeah. But the standout keeper for me last year was Dubravka.
Yeah, I mean, personally, it's between Dubravka and...
He saved you in so many matches.
He did. I've got to totally agree with you there.
He's basically kept you up.
He did keep us up for a couple of men. Like in the Palace game, he stretched really.
But I think it shouldn't go by clean sheets. I think it should go by who's been consistent in that goal. And I think Dubravka had a lot. He was consistent throughout last season, and he was just a brilliant performer. And I don't think he should just go on clean sheets because you could, like Edison, right? Edison was awful last season, the worst I've seen him all season. But he still won the Golden Glove. But I don't think he deserves it, even though clean sheets okay. But I don't think he should go by clean sheets.
I would love to see that change to the clean sheet thing.
Yeah.
From being a clean sheet to being just based on player performance.
Yeah. So, mate, do you want to because I'm going to end this live and then we'll go back and discussing about Cameron Jerome if you want.
Yeah, if you want to end them live.
So can I end this call and then I'll change my thumbnail on YouTube.
Yeah, that sounds absolutely perfect, mate.
So I'll let you know when I'm ready, okay?
Yeah, that's absolutely fine.
All right, mate. I'll see you in a bit.
See you in a bit.
Bye.
Bye.
So yes, thank you for all coming on, but we're not finished yet. We have got a part 2, but we are discussing something different about the Cameron Jerome quote that he put on social media about Sunderland. So me and Liam will be discussing about that. So I'm going to leave it with you here. I'm going to end the stream and I'll put a new one on now. So join me back with me and Liam in a few moments' time. Thank you for coming on and and I'll see you in around about a couple of minutes' time. Thank you. Bye.